Hey guys, how are you? Happy holidays. This is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL Inspirations for Your Life. It's the motivational diet that you guys need to live a successful life. First, a very big thank you and shout out to all of my wonderful subscribers for helping me reach, yes, we have reached, ladies and gentlemen, another milestone, and I couldn't be more grateful. Yes, right now we asked for 100,000 by the end of Q1. Do you know what we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready? We right now, okay, as of this moment, like a couple seconds ago, we are almost at our milestone. I mean, this is like when I say incredible, this is incredible. Now, if you're wondering how much we've gotten, well, we've gotten a lot. We have gotten a lot. Uh, I'm going to give you the number in just a second. I mean, we have been asking you guys for support. We are at 98,000, ladies and gentlemen, 600 downloads. And we asked for 100,000 by the end of Q1. The next thing I really want to ask you guys for is to support on TikTok because I'd really love to stream live there. But you need 3,000 subscribers to go live. If you guys would help me over there, I would be very grateful. So happy holidays to you and your friends and your family. We've got an amazing topic, but before we get into the topic, again, I want to thank you. Definitely scan the QR code. If you're watching us and you can't do that, you can go to believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you who I am in case you guys just don't know who I am. Well, I'm the guy that produces a lot of content. I mean, a lot of content, not just like 5 minutes of content. And I'm producing content even when I'm on vacation. So this shows you how dedicated I am. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and I am a podcast host and a podcast coach. And I'm a specialist in helping businesses tell a story so they can be able to scale and be more profitable. Now, I typically help companies that bring in 10 million or more, and they're passionate about their story. They either know the story or perhaps they don't know their story, and they want me to find the story, and it's my pleasure to find out what that is from the core, from the truth. All right, let's get to our master topic, everyone. Here we are. So, Love's Scoreboard, Navigating Life's Court. We're on Series 2. In less than 9 days, we're going to be on Series 3. We'll be on 3 years of inspiration for your life. That is so cool. Love Scoreboard, Navigating Life's Court, Series 2, Show 51, Episode number 7. That means tomorrow is Episode 1. We'll be on Show 52, and we'll have a brand new master topic. I'm not going to share that with you yet, but you guys can't wait to hear what that is. So definitely stay tuned. We'll let you know that tomorrow. All right, so our master topic, and again, thank you. Whether you're here 10 minutes to 9 at night, 10 minutes to 9 in the morning, 12 noon, 12 midnight, 3 a.m., 3 p.m., potato, patata, I'm just so grateful that you guys are here with me and soaking up all this great information. So you know our master topic. Great to be with you guys. Let's get right into this. So life does not keep score. If you keep score in love, you're going to be very unhappy, either today or possibly one day in the future. Don't keep score in love. Really not a good idea. Second thing is, love is a daily choice. Now, you might say, well, John, I don't want to love today. Love is a choice. It is a choice. And just like you can have the choice to have the chocolate cake, one slice of cake, or you can have 10 slices of cake. Like tonight, I had one tiny slice of chocolate cake, not a whole big wedge of chocolate cake, because that little piece of chocolate cake was probably maybe, I don't know, 100, 150, as opposed to a wedge that could be 400 or 500. So everything in moderation, right? All right. So when we think about love, it is a daily choice. Let me say that again to you so that you guys understand this. Love is a daily choice. And so it's a decision that we've made and that we want to live out. Okay. I think a lot of people, don't realize that it is a choice, and it's based on your actions. And this dictates whether it lives or it ends. And you're always in control of how you act in your relationships and how much you push past conflict or challenges. And when you decide to work on communication, trust, intimacy, or emotional security, you are choosing love, my friends. Maybe it's hormones. If love is driven in part by biology, it may seem like something beyond your control that will continue indefinitely, but you have a choice to whether to keep it going. We always said there's things that can drive love, to start love, such as attraction. And I won't get all into that tonight because we've talked about that earlier in the week. You have a choice, ladies and gentlemen, to keep love going in your life. It's a choice. All right. So keeping score, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it does? It kills the passion of love. If you keep score in love between you and your partner, it kills the passion. All right. Another one I want to share with you is love is learned. Did you know that? Love is learned. That's probably a cool one, right? So, love is learned, and we can empower people of all different types of backgrounds and ages to foster healthy relationships. Okay. Love is learned. Okay. Um, from a very young age, kids are told that love is a feeling. And although love does have a feeling, it is a choice. It is a choice that we can choose to move forward or not. Now, it may be a feeling, but loving is a learned behavior. So, yes, we get a feeling of being loved, right? But when we choose to reciprocate love in an action, right? That's a learned behavior. And we can make it a conscious decision and effort at improving and building intimate and fulfilling relationships. Now, we may not have learned to receive or maybe not how to give love in our childhood, but it's never too late, ladies and gentlemen, to learn how to love. Okay? How can love be learned? Well, love is learned. It's a skill that every person can have, and no one's born with it. The skill is learned through attachment and a feeling of loves that are shown, for example, in a smile, a gesture, an approval, a touch, uh, maybe even a statement, right? Can all be put together in response to a conditioned uh, set of behaviors and thus propelling love forward, right? Um, so when we think about love for a moment, everyone says, well, I don't want to love him. I don't want to love her. Well, then don't. See, no one's making you love anyone. It is your choice that puts you. Well, you might say, my body's saying this. Well, yeah, but you have to be able to control your body and realize that those feelings you get, that's not love. Okay. That is your drive, your sex drive, things like that. That is not love. So we have to be able to differentiate the difference. That is really, really important. Okay, now I want to say something to you, and that is love yourself first. Your cup must be full before you can love others. John, what are you talking about? Well, I want you to picture for a moment that you have a cup or a mug. It doesn't really matter which. Um, but you have this cup or mug and you want to love someone else. But before you can love, you first have to fill your own cup up with love, right? If you like someone, you have to like yourself first. Now, you might say, well, why is that? Because if you can't learn how to love or how to like yourself, you're never going to know how to do it to others. And then you're going to do it wrong and you're going to be upset and you're going to be like, well, why can't I love anybody? And it's not that you can't, it's that you just never really took heart into knowing that you have to love yourself. Now, that might sound like something that is really wacky, but it is the truth. So we have to learn how to fill our cup of love up. So, how do we fill up? If I asked you this question right now, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're probably going to say, what are you talking about? How do I, let's say I'm just going to ask you a question. How do I fill up my own cup of love? Well, a couple things. You can set aside time for prayer or meditation. Start a daily gratitude practice. I told you about the power of that. Prioritize the time you spend in nature. Practice deep breathing. Try a visualization exercise. Set aside time before bed to reflect on your day. Do something kind for someone and be still. Just doing a couple of these a day can greatly change the love you have for yourself. That's pretty cool, right? You might be saying, well, how? I will tell you that when you start to learn how to love yourself, which again is not something that you're going to do overnight. You're not going to do this overnight. Let's be clear about that. Let's say there's somebody you're trying to love. Maybe it's an aunt, maybe it's an uncle, and maybe you're having a hard time because they're always so demeaning towards you, right? I mean, that's not polite, but what I have found is that if you can put that aside and love them anyway, you're going to find that those thoughts they have towards you, those hates, those negativities are going to just kind of fall away, just like, water rolling down your back after or on a shower. And I think when people understand that love is a choice, and we've talked a lot this week, ladies and gentlemen, about love. Okay. Love means something everywhere to every single person in our life. I don't care whether you are someone that is in grammar school, preschool, high school, college, a graduate, whether you're a parent, grandparent, whether you're volunteering. So, the thing I want to cover right now before I cover my last topic is, what does love feel like to us? Well, it can mean butterflies, right? A sensation that will maybe start in your gut and rise through your chest. Sometimes it'll give you goosebumps, make you feel a little weak in your knees, yet a lot stronger than you ever were before. And you may even feel confused. These are all normal signs for love. Sometimes an attraction will give us a bit of nervousness. Other people can get sweaty palms, a little shaking. And so, just worrying, what does this feel like? What is it like? And so, how do I know? Well, when you're with someone you love, you talk about everything. You'll discuss deep topics and minor things of your daily life. Nothing will be off limits, and you'll want to share everything about your life with them. Opening up and sharing details of your life shows you have strong feelings and trust for them. So, love, we've talked about before, is about being vulnerable. It's about knowing who you are and about trusting in the other person. What I will tell you as we're starting to wrap up this mystery of love week is that you don't want to plunge into love. You want to take it nice and slowly. If you're going to a pool, I mean, a lot of times I just dive right in, but you want to kind of go in, with your feet, dip your toe in and just kind of go in slowly. There is no rush. There is no time frame. Okay. It's not like that. And if somebody's making you say, well, it has to be done by this date, then it might be time to say goodbye. So love means something everywhere. But there is one place where love doesn't mean anything, and it's the tennis court. You might say, what do you mean the tennis court? Well, because in tennis, when I have a score, let's say, of 10 or 20, it would always be 20 and 0 is love. Therefore, in tennis, love is a 0. But it's the only place in the world, the only place in the world that love means nothing. There is a passage that I'm trying to remember the passage now. It was a pretty pretty good passage. I want to read to you. It was 1 John 2:15. Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. Okay. Um, we have to love. Okay. It says, do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. If anyone, so you have to love not just something, you have to love a lot of things, right? You have to love the person. That's pretty deep, ladies and gentlemen. But a lot of people think love is something they have to do by a certain date or a certain time. And they get themselves in trouble. Okay? They get themselves in trouble. You probably remember a song a while back, All You Need Is Love. Do you remember that song? I'm trying to remember now. It was something like, All You Need is Love song. And it's pretty cool. It basically goes like this. It goes love, 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 love. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you. In time, it is easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all you need. Love, 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 love. And it goes back to a chorus. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all you need. And then there's a very long recourse. But then at the very long, at the ending, just all you need is love. Love is all you need. Yeah, all you need is love. So really, love is something that we develop, something that we develop an appreciation for. It's not something that can be rushed. And I want to end this with a very interesting point. The Beatles' "Love Is All You Need" also quoted saying they are bigger than Jesus. Thank you for the quote there, Dogsy Dogs. I really appreciate that. So, love is very, very important. And there's another one I want to share. It's I read it the other night. You'll remember this as soon as I read it to you. And I want to end on this tonight because I think it's a very, very important thing. And it comes from 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. That's a pretty that's a pretty amazing thing, right? Because I feel that a lot of people don't take the time to understand what love is. For we know in part and we prophesize in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of the childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Ladies and gentlemen, it is always an amazing privilege, a pleasure and honor to be with you guys every single time I'm on the air. And before I do say goodbye to you, we have another great topic coming tomorrow. I am John C. Morley. serial entrepreneur. And again, a great shout out of thanks to all of you. Appreciate you helping us grow our TikTok channel by going to believemeachieve.com. You'll see some other great content we post there, but we don't have 3,000 followers yet. So we got 100,000 downloads here. We need 3,000 followers on TikTok. So if you guys could help me with that, that would be really cool. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. And not only am I an entrepreneur, but I'm a podcast host and a podcast coach. And I'm a specialist in helping businesses tell their story so they will be able to scale and be more profitable. I typically work with companies that bring in 10 million or more, and they either know the story or they want me to figure out the story from the core, from the truth. I hope you guys have an amazing evening, and I hope you remember that as we've just said in 1 Corinthians, which is really, really, really important. And now these 3 remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. And if you're missing it in your life, then you are truly missing the world. Have yourself a fantastic evening, everyone. I'll catch you tomorrow, all right? Be well.